What's up everybody? How are you guys doing? Today we're going to be working on some of the stuff that we've been working on in the last few episodes. We got to get some of these projects finished, particularly the nether road and the mountain, the kind of volcano situation. What I'm thinking is we want to work on its shape a little bit, like the shape of the actual volcano part, the peak. Because it looks a little unimpressive from most of the angles, and we want it to be kind of like this huge, giant part of the mountain that sticks up and looks like a real volcano. And so for that, all I'm gonna do is try to focus on the edges, bring it up a bit more, make it more steep in a lot of the places. Just really try to highlight the fact that the lava would have been coming out of this spot. We're running out of stone actually, guys. Gonna have to get some more here in a sec. Alright, let's take a look at that, guys. So I used up the majority of my stone there, but I want to see, for comparison, the shape of that. Right, so that's a lot better. It's not quite done yet, but that's much closer to the end goal that we're looking for. We're also just going to be kind of harvesting random bits of wood throughout this episode, because we definitely do need wood, and oh my gosh, we need to organize. We need organization as well. Alright, so we're going to be grabbing some extra stone, not andesite, just stone and cobblestone. Another shape that we want to work on is right here, this kind of little semi-peak type thing. Not exactly sure what you would call it, but this wannabe volcano bit right here definitely needs some work on its shape, because it looks very non-volcano-y. It just kind of looks like a random chunk. Yeah, so we're gonna work on this as well. There we go. So that's a much better representation, I think, of the kind of shape that we want for the mountains. The top actually sticks up pretty tall there, so we're gonna have to change some of these peaks a bit, get them to match. Let's check that out, guys. So just finished kind of editing the two peaks a bit, and yeah, I think that looks a lot better. Alright, cool. So with that out of the way, those peaks looking a little bit more like actual peak, I think we can start working on some of the other parts of the volcano spot, namely like that side over there. Kind of want to add a peak here. Need to kind of work on the back a lot. The back is almost perfect, but the keyword there is almost. We can do a little bit more on it. So let's get started with that now. I think it's actually perfect now. Oh wait, mostly finally. We'll have to do a couple little touches on the back side, of course, and this side over there still has some work that needs to be done. But I think for this episode, that's gonna be enough of that. And we also need to light it up, because right now this thing is a bit of a hazard. Oh boy. In fact, we gotta mob-proof the whole island. So just try to get everything a little bit more safe. But yeah, that'll probably be enough of the mountain for today. And we're just gonna continue working on that nether road, I think. So before we can do that, we're gonna have to collect some red terracotta. Oh, don't you just love that nether fast travel? So convenient. So guys, we gotta collect a little bit of this stuff, and then we'll start making that road. So I'm gonna speed this up a little bit.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna go find all the wood you stole from me. When I wonder, well, I know I could have gone and got some more wood from that tree. And if I'm walking, yeah, I know there's other wood, but I want my wood. It's my wood. And if I'm farming, Well, I know I'm gonna be the one who's farming next to that gentleman over there. But I would want 500 chunks, and I would want 500 more, just to get back every single wooden block you stole from me before. When they're creeping, well, I know that I will die. I will die because you've stolen all my wood. When they blow up, well, I know I'm gonna hide, cause being out there will do no good. When I'm searching, well, I know I'm gonna search through everyone's inventory. When I'm exploring, well, I know I'm gonna find my wood, I'll even cross the sea. But I would want 500 chunks.
Oh, hey guys, what's up? I was just building this road. Yeah, that's a little awkward. Sorry, I wasn't quite prepared for that. So yeah, we're building the road. This is how you do the middle of the road. All you gotta do is put some clay down, kind of in spots, then kind of put some other blocks down in other spots. And lastly, you just kind of put some final blocks in like the last spots. Oops. How did I mess that up? Okay. You just kind of put the last blocks in the last spots. And you get a bit of a road that just kind of has like a little bit of a rough pattern to it, but still has that color. And yeah, that's what I've been doing. I'm 90% sure gas balls don't destroy this hardened terracotta. Yep, they don't. Good. I wasn't entirely sure of that, but I was pretty sure. These ghasts are annoying. This is why we have to build a road, guys. Giant road. Please. I don't want to deal with the ghasts anymore. But yeah. So this road is huge. If you didn't know already, I'm sure you do. But just in case you skipped some of those videos, maybe just not curious, maybe it was boring. If it was boring, then that's my fault, and I apologize. But we did get a lot done in them, particularly with the construction of this bridge. This has been one of the things we've been working on for quite a bit. Even though it was only in like one other episode, it took a lot of time just to kind of get it planned out and stuff in that episode. So it's definitely been a big project, and it's going to be a big help when it's done too, because it's going to allow us to get all of the hardened clay that we want for all these projects. Now I know technically if we wanted to be like, you know, just rush up to the hardened clay, we could have done it a lot of easier ways. I'm aware of that. We could have just made like a 1x1 tunnel, super boring, super uninteresting, no, you know, variation in any of the build or anything like that. And that could have worked. We definitely could have done that. But I would like to make things pretty interesting in this world particularly. I want this world to be, you know, pretty cool looking everywhere you go. I mean, like some exceptions maybe, like if you just go into a random spot in the world, it doesn't, like I'm not going to decorate the whole freaking world. That's just not possible. But the places that I do, you know, kind of create stuff, I want it to be a creation that I'm proud of, something that I am glad has the extra mile put into it, you know. And I'm okay with doing stuff a little bit reduced pace, like maybe instead of rushing up to the end in the Nether in like the first or second episode, I'm okay with, you know, taking it a little bit slower if it means we get a better end quality product, you know. So that's just like the basics of why I'm going through the trouble of making this world as epic as I possibly can, even though, you know, there's probably better ways that I could be just, you know, spending time, like the actual act of gathering all this stuff just so that I can place it into this road. Yeah, it might feel like a lot of time that could have been just spent gathering the stuff for whatever project I wanted to use it on. But I feel like it doesn't have the same effect to build a project that looks really nice if the rest of your world is just kind of just, you know, nothing special, just ordinary, boring. Like, I think the thing that makes projects in particular stand out is when there's more going on than just that project, right? So you have that cool, awesome project thing that you've been working on forever, but then that's not only the thing that's good about your world. You've got other things in your world that you're proud of, and I think um, that's what makes projects cool. Is not just relying on the project itself to be interesting, but having other aspects of the world that are actually interesting. So that's what I'm going to be aiming to do with this series and with this world in particular. So I hope you guys are down for that. I mean, as much just for my own kind of like my own good memories of the world as it is for anyone else who wants to watch it. Like, if nobody watches this, I'm fine with that. I don't care. Like, obviously it'd be cool if people do, but if it's just me talking to myself for a few hours and reliving the moments that I was building this world in, then that's cool for me. Plus the extra practice and editing and stuff, it's just generally I'm okay with it because I'd rather have a bunch of videos, up of showing me working and trying hard to make something than just like mindlessly playing the game for forever, and having nothing really to show for it apart from the actual world. And then if you get sick of it, then what do you have to show for it? Nothing really. So I would rather just make these even if nobody else cares. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Okay, let's fight this guy real fast because we need walls on the sides of this. But yeah, I would rather make it even if nobody else cares, just because for me, I would like to have it. And if anyone else enjoys or gets something out of it, then that's fantastic. It's a double win. There we go. Did he drop a gas tier? I don't think he did. I really would like to get a gas tier just because they're so good at, like the regen potions are so good at keeping you alive. But it's okay. We'll get them someday. We're not in a rush. We got plenty of time.
I would want 500 more just to get back every single wooden block you stole from me before. Where'd my wood go? Where'd my wood go? Where'd my wood, where'd my wood, where'd my wood, where'd my wood go? Where'd my wood go? Where'd my wood go? Where'd my wood, where'd my wood, where'd my wood, where'd my wood go? When I'm sinking, well, I know I'm gonna sink and then I'm likely going to drown. And when I surface, well, I know I'm gonna see some, oh my god, it's my wood! When you're unconscious, well, I know I'm gonna take back all my wood while you're knocked out. And when I run home, well, I know I've got my wood and it's my wood without a doubt. Got my wood and it's my wood without a doubt. But I would want 500 chunks and I would want 500 more just to get back every single wooden block you stole from me before. Where'd my wood go? Where'd my wood go? Where'd my wood, where'd my wood, where'd my wood, where'd my wood go? Where'd my wood go? Where'd my wood go? Where'd my wood, where'd my wood, where'd my wood, where'd my wood go? Where'd my wood go? Where'd my wood go? Where'd my wood, where'd my wood, where'd my wood, where'd my wood go? Where'd my wood go? Where'd my wood go? Where'd my wood, where'd my wood, where'd my wood, where'd my wood go? But I would want 500 chunks and I would want 500 more just to get back every single wooden block you stole from me before.
Way from here up until that other side is completely covered with the track. So just to give you an idea how much we have left to go, it's from over there to all the way over this one more lava pit through this short tunnel, and then we're done. So we're probably just over halfway, maybe not quite 2/3 of the way there. Which is, you know, there's a lot of ground to cover still, but we've made a bunch of progress on it. Especially it's difficult because you've got the gas and stuff shooting at you the whole time. So we're gonna definitely want to get walls on this thing sooner rather than later. But yeah, pretty close. The majority of the travel is now on the actual track, like the finalized 5 long track, which is way safer to travel on than just the 1x1. So yeah, we got a lot of progress done on that. And for now, I'm going to be smelting up some more netherrack and collecting some trees. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Oh boy, we've got some inventory problems, guys. Oh, we've got some really bad inventory problems. Alright. Well, let's take some more netherrack out. The boiler room is being overrun, man. I gotta find a solution to this. This is not good. This is not good. We gotta load up these furnaces. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna not be super efficient and just throw in 64 because we've got a lot of stuff to deal with. Oh no, we're out. We need additional fuel. Oh boy, guys, the boiler room is stuffed. Like, majorly stuffed. We're overflowing with... Oh no. I don't want to turn these into 4x4 nether bricks like these, because I want to make these into the red bricks, because we can always harvest the purple bricks. Oh boy. Okay. We need a temporary chest. I know it's gonna look bad, but this is getting out of control, guys. We gotta we gotta do something about this. Okay, let's actually take we can take the kelp and distribute it. That's something we can do. I'm gonna put 16 in each furnace. That'll give us a lot more burn time. Oh, you know what? I need to spend this coral. I need to, yeah, I should decorate with that instead of getting some extra wood, because we need to get this garbage out of our inventory. We're having major inventory problems. So I'm gonna finish this up and then we're gonna decorate the last of the things. What's up, guys? So we're just gonna be planting some of these corals down, try to make this other section look a little bit more alive, get some detailing, as well as clear out the inventory space, because let's face it, guys, we have massive inventory problems right now, and the only way to fix that is build more storage or use the stuff we've got. And seeing as we could build more storage, it would be pretty ugly. Also, I love that the turtles are just kind of chilling in the farm zone. It feels very nice. But yeah, we can add more storage on. That's one way we could do it, but I'm not super keen on that idea, for the simple reason that this is only a starter base and we're going to be building a new base pretty soon. So it would be nice to get like the storage, the bulk of our stuff in the actual new base. So I would rather just kind of invest into this, make it. We got a few things that we can fortune, I guess. Let's do that real quick before we go. So let's fortune 3 some of these things real quick before we get going. And oh, let's not harvest that right now. This episode's been dragging on a little bit, so I'm gonna just harvest this stuff. Alright, guys, we got a lot of stuff, so let's hope we get pretty lucky. Let's see how much stuff we will actually get from this. So quartz, it's basically an XP farm. As you can see, the XP is coming in very quickly. We're getting a lot of it. Yeah, quartz gives you XP quick. You get a lot of experience from mining quartz. If you guys have the nether and you've got kind of decent gear slash you won't die instantly if you touch lava once, then mining nether quartz is a very easy way to get some levels if you need like just a couple more levels for an enchantment or something. It's a good way to do it. So we started off with 38 quartz, and we now have a stack in 26, which is actually exactly 90. So almost times 3, which is always good. Let's see how much coal we're gonna get. We might have to start using coal in the furnaces. At least some of the furnaces, not all of them, just some. I don't really want to do that because I would rather use coal for like coal blocks and decorations. Like, this is gonna sound really weird to you guys. I prefer to use coal for making coal blocks, and if I want to make torches, I would rather use charcoal than coal in an ideal world, because you can farm charcoal. You can't really farm coal. Like, yeah, if you do mining, you get more coal. It's not that hard, but like you can set up some pretty massive farms and just produce charcoal. Thing is, you can't change charcoal into coal blocks ever since like I want to say like 1.6 or something. So it's been a while, right? If you make charcoal, it's basically coal, but you can't make it into coal blocks, which is kind of sucky because that would be cool if you could. So this is all that we got. Not bad, not bad. Fortune 3 is a really, really, really great enchantment. I'm so glad we got one of those. And yeah, the grind is on, guys. We're just gonna keep getting stuff, keep doing stuff, and I'll see you guys again in the next episode.